Hello and welcome to the TES Secondary Maths Resource of the Week number 83 with me, Craig Barton. Now, I've only got two more Resource of the Weeks left to go for this academic year, but do not fear, the quality is not dropping. If anything, it is improving, because wait until you see this resource. Quadratics GCSE, factorising, plotting, completing the square, etc. uploaded by Mr. Carter Maths. Now, I'll tell you a little bit of backstory here. Mr. Carter emailed me with this file a couple of months ago now, and I was in a lesson when it came through, just checking my emails, and I cracked it open, and I could not believe my eyes. I nearly fell off my chair. It is quite simply one of the best uses of Excel I have ever seen. And those of you who've been following me doing these series for the last few years will know I'm a bit of an Excel fan, but like, even if you don't like Excel, there's something wrong with you if you're not impressed by this, because this is absolutely brilliant. So it is just one little Excel file, and it covers the entire GCSE requirements for quadratics. So let's have a look at it. Here it is. Here you get some nice little instructions, and of course the key to any fancy Excel thing is enabling your macros. Let's have a look at this. So we'll just click through to Factorising Quadratics. And what you get here is a list of questions. But before we look at those, I like this mini whiteboard activity. So here you get some nice little practice for students on their mini whiteboards, or perhaps this could be an opportunity for you to do some teaching. If you don't like the look of those, change them to whatever you want, and it tests all the major skills of factorising quadratics. And then of course you can show the answers, get some new questions, show the answers, and so on. And when you're ready, back to the lesson. And there's a worksheet that you can either print out or project on the board, ready for the students to do. If you don't like the questions, new questions, and so on. Show answers left, right, and centre. Absolutely ideal. And if you want to learning objectives, they pop up there as well. So I'll tell you when I use this particular thing here. This was in the build-up to the GCSE exam that's just been and gone. And if my students wanted a little bit of practice of quadratics, I just fire up this worksheet, project it up to the board, and the students could use it left, right, and centre. There was even demands, there was nearly a riot for kids saying, "Sir, can you email us this?" Because again, they've got all the practice they could possibly need to absolutely hone this skill to perfection. And that's not all. If I just click here, I can go back home. We've got simplifying quadratic fractions, an absolutely classic topic for those last few questions on GCSE, and also for the further maths GCSE that students really struggle with. Once again, we've got a mini whiteboard activity for the students to practice there, and we can generate as many questions as we want. We've got the learning objectives, and if I go back to the lesson, you'll see we've got loads and loads and loads for the students to practice, and again, just one click I can generate new questions left, right, and centre there. But then we also have things like this, which I think is really nice. Quadratic curves and its coordinates, key points. Generate new questions there, show the answers, and we get it there. Now this, of course, is absolutely fundamental for Core 1, for the coordinate geometry work there. So when Year 12s arrive back to school in September, and they've forgotten every single thing about maths over those the 6 weeks of the summer holidays, I'm firing this up straight away just to get those key skills hammered into their heads. And if they want a copy of this, then I'm going to send them that as well, because it just covers absolutely everything that you could ever want for quadratics. Now, there's rumours going around that Mr. Carter is going to produce a few more of these, and I really hope he does, because these are simply some of the best resources I've ever seen, because it gets that key consolidation down, it encourages independent learning, and as me as a teacher, it's just going to save me so much time projecting those up, just clicking to get the answers. And as I say, the kids were demanding it to be sent to them so they could have that same practice as well. So if, like me, you're a fan of this and you want to see more, then my advice is to get on this resource page and share your thanks and to Mr. Carter for taking the time to firstly create this, and then his generosity in letting us all share in this wonderful resource. So there it is, Quadratics GCSE, and I'll be back with the last resource of the week of this academic year next week. Take care, and bye for now.